We're doing lamb today. We're having a boneless leg of lamb here that we're going to marinate, and we're going to put it in the oven with several vegetables and spices, and we'll cook this at low temperature for about 3.5 hours, and you have the most amazing meal for Easter or any holiday. Hi, I'm Monika Czerveniak, here with Fearless Cooking. Lamb it is today. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to have a baking tray or roasting tray. Put some foil at the bottom, and then if you have one of these little screens, put that on, and then we're putting on parchment paper. I have here some garlic that I pureed up. I'm going to make the marinade now, and what I'm going to put in is oregano, quite a bit of oregano. After all, it is a Greek dish. With this lamb, we're going to make a dish. It's called lamb kleftiko in Greece. The reason why it's called kleftiko is basically they named it after thieves. A few hundred years ago, there were a lot of thieves on the road, and they didn't want to be caught. So they made this dish the way we're going to prepare this today, so nobody would see the fire, and they would slow roast the lamb for about 3, 4, 5 hours sometimes. Anyway, that's what we are doing, kleftiko, which means stealing in Latinized. Anyway, we have here garlic paste and oregano. Then I'm going in with rosemary, quite a bit. I'm also going in with some paprika. And really the main ingredients in this is cinnamon. Cinnamon will give this dish just what it needs to be, just that fabulous taste. We'll stir this up a bit, and I'm also going with some sweet. You can either use sugar, but I prefer to use maple syrup, being a Canadian and all. And then we're going in with some oil, quite a bit of oil, olive oil. Use the best there is for this dish. And we're going to mix this up, make like a paste. Now you can do this in the cuisine or in your mixer if you like, but I kind of prefer to do this way. And then we're going to put our marinade. Now a very important part is that you mix this. I've washed my hands, so we're going to mix this really, really well. Get in there. Okay, now we're going to put this in here. Now lamb is rather, especially leg, it's rather fatty part, so you need a lot of lemon juice. And of course garlic, which I have here at the bottom. Now, I have here some potatoes that I soaked in lemon juice, since it is Greek food. I mentioned I've soaked these potatoes in lemon juice. I'll put some more on here. And going to add my vegetables now. We have here some preserved lemons, which gives this an even fabulous taste, better taste. If you've never done preserved lemons, I will leave in the description below or above for you a link to check it out. I'm going to do some red onions. Red onions are the Greek style onions, and we're going to go in with some peppers that are going to be roasted in and really give this whole dish a fabulous taste. And we're going in with some carrots. Of course feta, otherwise it wouldn't be Greek. Crumble it up. Now I'm going in with the rest of the marinade. Score it on top, put it all over. Now since we're going to have this in the oven for about 3.5 hours, we're going to add some more liquid. And you can either use a stock, you can also add some tomatoes if you like. And I'm going to just use some tomato puree here, which gives you a fabulous sauce. And sometimes too is the fact that if I don't have any stock or anything, I will use tea. If I have leftover tea, it's perfect. So I'm going to put a little bit of tea in here as well. Now we're going to wrap this thing up. And as I mentioned, it goes in the oven at 325. for about 3.5 hours. We'll look at it after about 2.5 hours and see. It all depends how you thick or big you have cut up your lamb. But we're also going to go, and no looking during that time, not even after 2.5 hours. No peeking. Wrap it up. We tighten it all up into the oven. Now you can relax for 3.5 hours. If you enjoy my videos, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel. That would be so awesome. Much appreciated. Or like, that would be great. Anyway, here we are. It's been about a little bit over 3 hours. We have Greek lamb kleftiko. Very simple to make. All we're going to do in the end now is we're going to add some mint leaves. And in order for the mint leaves, when you get a bunch of mint leaves, just put them in your hand and just kind of hit a little bit. Because what happens was the oil will be released and gets a lot better taste out of your mint. You're just going to put that on top. You can add some more feta cheese if you like when you serve it. But this is basically how they serve it. And one big pot, kleftiko, for you. If you enjoyed this video, remember to be fearless in your kitchen.